Welcome back to another episode of Sally's Speed Shop. We are parked outside my buddy David's shop in a little sliver of shade, and it is time to get the El Camino ready for wedding duties. We're gonna be driving away from my wedding in this car in about a week. So gonna paint the front end, put a nice bed liner in it. It's gonna be a quick and dirty video, lots of time lapses, but should be a good one to watch this car transform from what it is now to a slightly more finished hot rod. To the time lapse. Well, we're about a third of the way done with the bed and we are making an absolute mess. I mean, yeah, the window is covered, but these wheels are working pretty good. We are definitely overspinning them on these grinders. I think the max is like 8,500 RPM. This one's a 12,000 RPM. This one's an 11,000 RPM. So we're living a little dangerously, but it's making quick work of it. We're just getting it scuffed up so that the bed liner has something to stick to. But yeah. It's gonna look a lot better because this has always looked terrible back here. All right, back to the time lapse. Absolutely covered in white paint. It's fun, it's fun. You wanna do this again, right?
No, not at all.
It's the 5-year refresh of how terrible sanding and painting a car is.
Yep, once every 5 years I gotta do it.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh wait, that was horrible. Yeah, I don't wanna do that again. And then 5 years later, you forget. And here you are.
Suckered into doing it.
For one singular Dr. Pepper.
I don't know if it's worth it.
I think overspinning those might not have been the move because that sucker absolutely disintegrated. It was hitting David in the face. He's still going. Maybe this one being 12,000 is just a little too much. That one being 11,000, it actually lasts. But it made pretty quick work of the bed. We're getting there. We're absolutely covered in white dust. Well, there we go. We got the bed sanded. Did most of it with the nylon wheels and it looks really good. This is all with a wire wheel. Turned out way darker. It almost like it burns the paint, which is interesting. Got the smuggler's box all detailed out. I still got to sand the covers that I've pulled off the various panels. And I am absolutely covered in dust. I look like I just survived like a volcanic explosion, but we're getting there. A little bit at a time. We got the bed all prepped out. It's all masked off. We've got some plastic over the car. Now we just need to do some wax and grease remover on this thing to get all the dust off of it, and it is ready to be sprayed. Everybody needs a friend like David who, despite hating sanding and painting stuff, goes out of his way to help you do it at his shop. David's over here mixing up the Raptor Liner. This is a kit you can get for like 150 bucks, and it comes with 4 bottles of the actual liner. It comes with the hardener. It even comes with the gun. You just need your own regulator. He's got that mixed up. We're about ready to start spraying. Got everything wax and grease removed. I still got to finish wiping these down because these are all the panels that we've removed. But in theory, it's good to go. So cue another time lapse and enjoy as this thing gets some proper bed liner in it. yeah, that is looking fantastic back here. David's working on the top of the smuggler's box right now, as well as the rear bed panel and stuff. This goes on super nice. Really easy out of the gun that they provide. It looks great in one coat if you put it on thick. I'm a fan. So, yeah, if you're looking to bed liner your own project, I definitely recommend this Raptor Liner stuff. I don't know how it holds up yet, but I've heard really good things about it, so we'll see. Looking good. I will say it is kind of hard to see what you've already covered on a sunny day because it's shiny, and when there's white underneath, it's hard to tell if it's glare or if it's white paint showing through, but it's looking really good. I'm a fan. Now that we've got the bed linered, we're working on the hood and fenders. David's over here Scotch-Brighting the driver's fender. It's looking good. I will say these have been on the car for, I don't know, a couple years probably. And it's nice how perfect they still are. Don't have to really body work them.
Yeah, just scuff them and shoot them.
Still wears you out, but get them scuffed up and shoot them white and hopefully match the rest of the car pretty decently. But the bed liner turned out absolutely killer. So we're making progress, sneaking up on it a little at a time. Isn't sanding fun?
It's wonderful. My favorite thing.
This is a guy who has painted multiple complete cars. I have not done that, and there's a good reason. Sanding. It's the absolute worst. If you enjoy sanding, I don't trust you as a human being. So while this bed liner is still not all the way hard, we're gonna go ahead and peel the tape. And David said peel away,
Yeah.
so that we don't possibly tear the paint. I just peeled some of the white paint. Not surprising.
Yeah, I guess the key is to not drop any of the paint on the wet paint.
Yeah.
The flaking white paint on the dropping
Hey,
black
this paint is beautiful and pristine. It's painted by Earl Scheib in the 80s. I do need to make sure I'm peeling away. It's trying to pick it up a little.
Yeah.
This section right here is crazy. I don't even know what's going on with all this masking.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that corner. Yeah, it was hard to tape around all of this stuff.
Oh my gosh. So I told you there was 2 layers of blue. Look,
Yeah,
there might even be 3 because there's
peeled
still
off-
blue under there.
It peeled off the blue.
And look, there's a darker, a lighter,
Yeah.
and then there's still more.
Yeah.
What the heck?
This is gonna be interesting. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It pulled it all over
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, that worked out perfect.
Almost like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, kind of.
Don't tell anybody. They'll ask us to do it for free. Oh wait,
Wait a minute.
it's already happening. That's great.
Not bad at all.
Beautiful.
You can't see, like, there must have been a really big gouge.
Where at?
Where you see, like, a gouge or dent. Like, it's very hard to see, but
That's probably from the LS on the side of the interstate.
Probably.
Oh yeah, I do see it.
Yeah,
But this bed is remarkably straight for like how old this car is and it being a truck. It's not bad.
No, and having a bunch of engines and transmissions and who knows.
I would
what
never
else.
do that to this car.
No.
And I'm sure the previous owner never did that either. I'm pretty impressed by how well that bed held up over the years, actually. Not too shabby. All right, now to do some more sanding now that our arms have recovered slightly. Well, it has officially gotten dark, so we've brought out some spotlights. Got my little light wand. Hopefully we'll be able to paint things. Chris showed up after we did all the hard work. David's over here mixing paint. We've got the paint that I painted the service truck bed with, which was supposedly matched to the El Camino.
Not anywhere close.
Not even close. So I got some Ford Wimbledon white, and we mixed the two at a 75-25 ratio. And now we're gonna paint it and hope for the best.
I think it's gonna be good.
We kind of tried to match it to the car.
And we had like 5 tries. We
Yeah.
took our time and got it right.
Really nice paint setup here in David's yard. So hopefully this turns out okay. I guess we'll see. Fingers crossed. Cue the time lapse. back after we finished painting because right when we finished shooting it off the gun, we turned the lights out to keep as many bugs out of the paint as we could. So it is now Monday, 2 days later. The parts have cured and David got ahead of himself and went ahead and put them on the car. So huge shout out to David. I'm cruising his turbo 79 Camaro right now back to his shop. And it's fun. Had to leave the El Camino there. So let's go pick it up and see how things look. And then it's time to buff the car with some Sweet Patina Century polish to make the rest of the car attempt to look as good as the fenders and hood. So let's go. Well, I officially made it back to David's house. Best loaner car ever, by the way. This was fantastic. Didn't blow it up. Didn't get arrested or anything, so that's a win. Here is the El Camino in all of its beauty. And these are the fenders and hood that David already put on the car. And then he brought out his polishing wheel and started polishing the door. I mean, he's a legit wild man, but I think it looks absolutely killer. This color is fantastic on the car. And we do have a few bugs here and there, but as a whole, for just straight off the gun, literally minimal work, spraying a brand new panel from Automotive Direct is definitely the way to go compared to sanding and painting an old panel. That was wonderfully easy. It's a little bit darker than the rest of the car, but I like this color better. So whenever I get around to painting the rest, I think that's the color I'm gonna go with. So yeah, we'll get the rest of the car polished up, get the bed put back together, get all the trim put on it, and be wedding ready in 6 days, 5 days? I don't know. It's last minute, right? That's how it works.
Always.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
The fact that he sends me a picture over the weekend and the whole front of the car is put back together when I was gonna do it today, I can't complain.
That's what happens when I get bored.
That's what happens when you give him 3 whole Dr. Peppers.
That's right. Imagine that fourth Dr. Pepper, what'll happen.
It would have been completely painted. Oh man, it looks awesome. I've officially got the car back to the shop and I'm working on the next step of the process. So now that we've got the front end painted and looking beautiful, I am starting polishing this thing. And I started on this half of the roof. I'm using this Sweet Patina Century polish from Sweet Patina out of Texas. I've had really fantastic luck out of using that polish on some stuff in the past. And Blake, who owns that company, is just a fantastic dude. So I love supporting him and the awesome products he makes for patina cars, but also for cars with paint like this one. So this polish, I've only been working on the roof for a couple minutes, and I taped a line just so you could see the stark difference between the dirty old single stage paint that has years and years of contaminants in it compared to literally what this product brings out in the paint in just a couple minutes. This still could use a lot of fine tuning, but for an initial pass, cleaning it up with a lower speed on this dual action orbital polisher, it's working really good. So I'm just gonna cue the time lapse and we're gonna get to buffing this thing and getting it looking right, because this looks so much better than this over here. Like absolutely wild to see that difference so quickly. All right. Cue the time lapse. Well, I think that's enough polishing time lapse for you guys. You get the idea. I'm running a buffer back and forth across the car. I'm not an expert at this in any way, shape, or form, but luckily, this paint is terrible, so I don't have to feel bad no matter what happens to it. It really needs repainted, so that'll be coming in the future, I am sure. I guess I'm just gonna keep working away into the night, and when you see me, I'll show you the freshly polished car with all the trim put back on it, looking fresh. So I just realized I never actually showed you guys the car completely put together and ready for the wedding. And I am at our wedding venue today, about to get dressed up in my suit and marry Sophia, the love of my life. I know this is a little different content for YouTube, but I just feel so grateful today to be where I'm at. To have the El Camino looking like that. I mean, it truly looks fantastic. I'm just so blessed. God is good. The fact that I get married today and the El Camino is a very presentable getaway car is so cool to me. So anyway, I appreciate you guys following along. I'm gonna go enjoy my wedding day. I hope you have a fantastic day yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.